That's how I get that ooh.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's goody, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to yet another live reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments down below, and enjoy this reaction video. What's goody, YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to yet another live reaction video. I'm your girl, TMR. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over in the damn break room, y'all. Oh, boy. All right, y'all see the title and y'all see the thumbnail. Well, y'all, Jasmine came on the internet. Oh boy. Jasmine came on the internet, y'all. Hey, Pearl. Ooh, sis, you've been a member for almost 3 years. Shouts out to my girl, Pearl, honey. Girl, you made me stop right in the middle of my introduction. Thank you so much for being a part of the 2 Live crew. For almost 3 years, sis. We go way back. Thank you so much, Pearl. I appreciate you. Shouts out to all the mods and members, honey. Yeah, I already got on the screen, Vaughn. So y'all, today Jasmine went live. If you're not aware, it's actually been one of her most successful lives in a while, you guys. Well, Jasmine is having some issues with unwanted guests. Thank you so much, Pearl. Jasmine is having issues with unwanted guests over there, y'all. Oh boy. I don't even know what to say at this point anymore. She went live and she said that there's a strangers in my house. Took a while to figure out. Child, she said there's a stranger in her house. I said, well, child, why are you the only lady on YouTube that keep getting the strangers coming to your damn house? All these folks on YouTube. Oh my God. I don't mean to chuckle, y'all. I don't mean to chuckle. It's just, you know, somebody come to my house unwanted, uninvited. Break room, y'all wouldn't know about it till after the police knew about it, okay? The police would definitely know about it first. You say you've been waiting all day, sis? Child, I was tired. I was resting, okay? Y'all wouldn't know about it till after the police find out about it, okay? Y'all probably wouldn't even know the same day. Y'all would probably know a couple days later. If I even tell y'all, okay? I'm just saying at this point. You said I was in middle school singing my heart out. To that song. Yes, hey, Mastermind. Y'all remember that song? There's a stranger in my house. Took a while to figure out. Okay. Anyway, y'all, you said over 2 hours to talk about 5 minutes worth of anything. She'd be so happy for any type of attention, poor thing, y'all. So apparently, y'all, they pulling up to Jasmine's house, snapping photos, and Jasmine's pissed about it. I mean, rightfully so. I mean, yeah, you definitely got a right to be mad about it, but this has happened one too many times based off Jasmine's account. She said they were sending pizzas to her house. She said folks was I mean, I don't know. She said a lot of things. Jasmine's been having cameras at her house since she was over there at the apartments. Y'all remember when the people from Facebook pulled up on Jasmine? She told us a story that some people from Facebook pulled up on her, and Chris had to drag her in the house. Y'all remember that? And from that incident is when Jasmine got the cameras installed in the east wing, the west wing, the north wing, and the south wing of her house or the apartment. Y'all remember that? Well, you know, Jasmine's still having issues over there. And at this point, I'm just like, I mean, sis, how do you solve the problem? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. People are coming by Jasmine's house taking pictures not to frighten her, right? Because if they wanted to do something to her, don't y'all think they would have done it already? They do it to antagonize Jasmine, to basically call Jasmine on her lies, right? Now, Jasmine, so apparently, y'all, there's somebody that lives very close to Jasmine. It almost seems like on her same damn street. Okay. It's yeah. And they took a picture of her house the other day, right? And I don't know if you guys remember when I was in my live on Friday and someone said Jasmine mad about those pictures that's on the internet. And I was like, what pictures? But apparently they're wanting to prove Jasmine wrong because Jasmine has been telling us that we don't know what's going on in her life, and y'all can think what y'all want to think, but Chris is still in the building. However, the pictures that the people are taking, there's no car out there. One picture was no cars in the driveway because Jasmine said she wasn't at home, and the other picture that was taken was Jasmine's car in the driveway. That's because they came by Jasmine's house while she was actually live. And we're gonna get into it, okay? You say you guessed the cameras broke. Well, child, you got to pay the prescription, or not prescription, Lord, subscription. Excuse me, y'all. You got to pay the subscription service in order for the cameras to keep rolling, okay? I don't think, right, Mimi, I don't think they ever hooked the cameras up because I remember when Jasmine moved into that house, about a year after she moved in the house, she said something about that they need to get the cameras back up. So when she first moved into that house, they didn't hook the cameras up. And to be quite honest with you, I still don't think they're up because if they were up, if Jasmine has cameras, more than likely, all camera, those type of devices have apps that you can have on your phone, right? So if somebody's driving by your house and pulls up in your driveway and take pictures, wouldn't that alert your app to let you know there's a car in your driveway, even if it's your own car? The app will alert you to that. So, and it would take pictures of what's going on around your house. That's the whole reason for the camera. So how come you don't have the pictures of the vehicle if you have operable cameras there? Considering all that Jasmine says she's going through, at this point, you would need to have operable cameras. I think that would be very important, right? Oh boy. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. Okay. We're gonna let Jasmine talk for herself. Make sure you guys clock into the break room, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you have not done so already. You say, yep, my ring catches cars driving by. Yeah. Yeah, mine does too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think everybody's does. For some reason, Jasmine's doesn't. I'm just going to assume because they're not there. At this point. And in no way am I laughing at her situation because it's actually not funny. It's actually what's funny is how she handles it. That's the funny part. That it's how she handled it. Because coming to the internet, sis, what is the internet gonna do for you? But sit in your comments and give you suggestions of things that you're not gonna act on at this point. So let's go ahead and get into her video, y'all.
Watching me. Oh no, they were smart. how they drove by the house. That's the funny thing. They were smart to not stop in front of the ring. They stopped a little bit past, but because I would have got a notification if they were like sitting right there, like right in front of the door. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like there's no way I can get who it was. I'm not even gonna say how I'm getting their card information and stuff like that. I'm just leave that shit there. But it's just crazy to me. Like, damn, no respecting boundaries. And it's crazy. People say like, hold on, y'all. Okay, my bad. I was talking to the kids. So like I'm not gonna say extra like how I'm gonna get their information and stuff, but my thing is I did make another police report. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
So my question is, if you've already made a police report, then that's enough said. Like at the end of the day, the police are the actual detectives, not the internet. If you made a police report, then let the police do their job. It's a thing called moving silence. Jasmine doesn't know how to do that because she uses everything for a content moment. Some things are just not meant to be content. Some things you just got to handle, Jasmine's favorite word, behind the scenes. Jasmine doesn't know how to do that. So give me a moment, y'all.
It is hot. I had to turn the heater off, even though it's cold outside. But yeah, so they came to my house, took pictures, um, within the time frame that I was gone, and like I feel like they were watching my house before I left. The photos are out there on YouTube. Yes, whoever the person was that came to my house, the photos are out there. It's it's on some crazy stuff. Like I get doing your content, but like, how would you feel if someone came to your house? That's my thing. And like I said, no one can really go, and like I tell the police as well, you know, no one can go around the fact that like it's legitimate, that it's not fake. The pictures are not old. The pictures are new. And like I said, the reason for is I just put those like I literally filmed that the sponsor before I left the house. And then I unplugged them because you really just plug them up at nighttime. And so I unplugged them and then I left. So it's crazy. Good morning, Shelly. It's crazy to me.
So for the people that's in the chat that don't understand, apparently somebody went by Jasmine's house and took pictures of her driveway, the front of her house. Um, she has some blow up decorations that were not blown up laying in the yard. And they basically took pictures to let basically the pictures, in my opinion, was to signify nobody's at your house. Meaning, when I say nobody, Chris is not there. His car's not in the driveway, right? But Jasmine is saying nobody was there because I wasn't even there. Nobody was there. Well, you'll see later in the live that the same person came by while Jasmine was currently live. So again, it makes me believe that whoever this person is lives in her neighborhood or in a very close proximity to where Jasmine lives, right? And in no way again am I laughing or mocking that situation, because that's not cute. It's to because this woman does have children in the home, right? But Jasmine needs to worry about that more than the person that's doing it, right? Because she has to protect her house. And coming to the internet, even if the pictures are on the internet, coming to the internet talking about it for 2.5 hours, I don't think was a good look for her, right? Because again, you have to move in silence and you handle situations behind the scenes. If you feel like you got enough information to identify who this person is, then you move in silence and you let the police do their job. Like, you come into the internet, but again, Jazz you guys will see in a moment, Jasmine actually took a picture out of Chrissy's book. And you'll see what I mean in just a moment because we're going to react to another video of Chrissy's.
And like people don't respect people's boundaries. It's ridiculous. They do a lot of digging. They pay for information. They want to, it's a lot. And I did my, like, I was like, okay, this person said that they have to drive by my house every day to get, to go to work, right? And I know where, I know how the streets are. I know where the exits are. And I did my research and I was just like, so you're telling me you pass up the exit out of like the subdivision, you pass that up, you take the long route all the way to my house, and then you turn, and then you turn again and then you go out. That makes no sense to me. So why would, like, you're purposely coming to my house. And
No shit, Sherlock. Of course they're purposely coming to your house, Jasmine. That's why the pictures are purposely put on the internet. Yeah, that's the no-brainer, sis. Yeah, I don't understand what, like, she had like a Sherlock Holmes moment at that. Yeah, obviously it's purpose. It's not by accident.
and looking, and apparently they've seen in my backyard doing some digging. So it's like, it's creepy. Like, it's real creepy. Like, I got kids, and hold on. Yeah, it's crazy. It's sad that they don't. It's, yeah. What's wrong with people? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't understand the infatuation they have with me and my family. Like, it's on some next level type stuff.
I don't think it's actually an infatuation. I think it's a way to antagonize Jasmine because Jasmine always falls for the bait. They like to get the reaction from Jasmine. And again, y'all, Jasmine throughout. Okay, so let me say this. I don't know if Chris is in her house or not. It's actually just a joke to say Diddy's gone, right? Quiz has left a bit. It's kind of a little joke at this point. I don't know if that man is there or not, okay? Because I don't live in Jasmine's house. I don't live in her state. I don't live in her neighborhood. So I don't know what goes on over there, right? But the person did it, in my opinion, to prove a point. Jasmine, the man's not there. Again, this person, and Jasmine knows that. So she's trying to shade the obvious that this person, like Jasmine just said, this person says they ride by your house every day to go to work. So every day they ride by at your house, they don't see Chris's car. So again, there's 7 days in a week. So if they're riding by 7 days out of the week, and Chris' car's not there, and we know he's not in the garage because shit, can't nothing get in the garage. It's too junky. So it's just to be assumed, sis, he's not there. Now I know Jasmine obviously wants the internet to believe that he is there because I guess in her mind she feels like that's a sense of protection for her. And the only thing I could do is if this is truly going, well, this is going on because the person truly did take a picture and it truly is on the internet and it truly is her house, right? The only thing I could tell Jasmine to do is just contact the authorities. She said she did. I don't know how true that is. Contact the authorities and let the authorities do their job, right? Because if she actually does have a Ring camera, then every time a car goes by, it would take pictures of the cars going by. Then you would just narrow it down to the car that could possibly be the one taking pictures and sending it to the internet, because it's not against the law to drive past Jasmine's house, but to take pictures and then post it on the internet, to me, that's something different. So, she could possibly have a case on her hand. I don't know, but I wouldn't have came to the internet to talk about it until it was over with. And then I would have came to the internet to discuss it because she's actually, if she has a case, she's jeopardizing the case by publicly talking about it.
Like, Oh, I don't know. So they didn't come to my door because I would have seen it. I mean, I would have got notification. I mean, sometimes ring the doorbell picks up notifications.
Nicole, you say you know the
But
subdivision she lives
I
in?
didn't get a notification. They stopped in front of my house, but they stopped past my door, if that makes sense. And they took pictures.
Hey, Ambrosia. Hey, everybody coming into the chat. If I didn't speak, thanks so
The
much
next
for being
location will
here.
be super private, start a new chapter. Honestly, like I wouldn't even do a house tour. It would be super private. Like I wouldn't do a house tour. It'll be a lot of things that I wouldn't do. Of course, I would vlog, but like they will never know the actual location. They wouldn't know. Yeah, they wouldn't know it. Like I said, I'm not gonna discuss too much on how I'm getting their information, but meaning their like license plates and stuff like that. Another thing, like they
I mean, you don't have to discuss it. I mean, if you got a picture of the car, you know what I'm saying? It's especially because in Texas, the registration of the car is on the front windshield. So if she got a picture of the car driving by and stopping, because obviously the car would need to slow up to take pictures, all you gotta do is zoom into the front windshield and get the registration. I mean, Jasmine, you ain't gotta be. I mean, you just talked about it. Like you shouldn't even mention it. Hence, you shouldn't even went live to talk about it. Handle it behind the scenes. That's what that's what most people do when they're trying to handle business. They don't talk about it to the world. They just handle it behind the scenes. And then when they're finished handling it, then if they feel like it, they'll discuss it.
I was like, this kind of weird. Like, if I'm gonna take a picture, like I wouldn't show any parts of my car. Like if I'm on some stalking stuff, I would not show any parts of my car. Any parts, like the windows, because there's a reflection. You can see into the car, you can see the outside of the car, you can see the color of the car, all that. And so it's easy to put two and two together.
So Jasmine's trying to act like, again, she's having a Sherlock moment. So the picture that she's referring to, the person who stopped and took a picture of her house, the way they took the picture, you could see the side view mirror of their car and you can see like the color of the car, which was black, right? So Jasmine's basically saying, whoever you are, I'm gonna find you out because I was able to see the side of your car, color of your car, and you can see a little bit inside of the car, but not a lot. And you can see the side view mirror, right? So if Jasmine was smart, she could actually take that image and she could take it to like a car dealership and say, hey, can you tell me the make and model of this car? Because let's be honest, y'all, especially a mechanic who's really good with cars and knows a lot about cars can tell you, what the make and model of their car is just by just seeing the lights on the car. And they can say, oh, that's a 1988, whatever. That's a 2021 Hyundai Tucson or whatever. So that's basically what she's alluding to. But again, Jasmine's not bright because all that you, even if this is what you're thinking, you don't tell the internet that because whoever is doing this to you is watching you, sis. So now you're letting them know where you're thinking. So now they're going to be 2 steps ahead of you. That's why you should have kept your mouth quiet and then you could have handled your business behind the scene. But see, Jasmine's not bright. She'll never get it.
And see, I think that's the problem. Like they don't like that I've been keeping things quiet, meaning I don't talk about certain things. I don't talk about my relationship, even though I've already talked about it. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all, but it's like they gotta dig. They're like, I gotta know. I have to know if this is real. I need to know. I need to know what's going on in her life because she's not posting. I didn't post for a week, y'all. Was it a week? So that's
Jasmine, you not posting for a week. I guarantee you, sis, what nobody creaming in their pants because you didn't post a video for a week. At the end of the day, people pretty much know what you're doing, even when you're not posting. Nothing. You're not doing anything, sis. You do what you always do, sit in that damn house. You're not doing anything. She wants to allude to the fact that because she about Chris not wanting to be on the internet anymore. So people are kind of put two and two together. But the funny thing about it is, there's been no mention of little Legend's birthday. Legend birthday was the other day. I think it was like maybe the 14th of November, somewhere around there. There's been no mention. There was no video collage. Y'all know, if you've been watching Jasmine long enough, every time one of her kids' birthdays, she does like a little collage for them. There's been no video collage. Obviously, there's been no video of the birthday unless she come out with the birthday video later. There's been no mention of what she did for Legend's second birthday. And again, people would just assume if Legend's birthday, Chris would obviously be there because that's his son. He was there for the first birthday. So I don't know. Me personally, I think her talking about this on the internet is a little bit of deflection, trying to deflect people from the fact that she hasn't posted anything about Legend's birthday. There was no. I don't even think she put a post on it on her community tab about Legend's birthday. I didn't look at her community tab, so I don't remember it. Maybe some of you guys did. But what I did know, or what I do know, is she didn't do like a video collage like she normally does of her, for her kids chronologing, their birth to the birthday year or whatever. So there was no mention of that. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what Jasmine got going on. I mean, it sounds like not too much of anything.
That's the thing. Like, they feel like they gotta dig and find information, find, what I'm doing. And I'm just like, are you okay?
You said she got a happy birthday sign in the living room window. Oh, so she probably did a
Yes, they go to the most.
birthday
So
in the
yes,
house then. If she
cameras
did
all
a little
around.
something, she probably did like she
Honestly,
did for
I don't.
Kaylin.
I feel nauseous. They press without you. They have no content. I don't know, but I'm just like, there's other content creators you want to talk about. Like, if I don't post, like, go watch somebody else. And I don't care. This is just you come into my house after I leave, you looking in my backyard, you're doing extra stuff. And what else was said?
I don't know if they looked in her backyard because the photos that I saw, there was no pictures of her backyard. It was the front of her house. So who would get out their car and walk around to her backyard, not knowing if she's actually there or not, right? Like riding by and stopping and snapping a photo. Okay, that's in and out. But who would literally get out their car and go around to the backyard and take a picture of the backyard? Like, who's really doing that? So I don't know if Jasmine's making that part up because the pictures that I saw, it was the front of her house. It wasn't the back of her house.
That they come free. The thing is that they said they come frequently, but I'm like, if you come frequently, then your statement would not make sense. I don't honestly. Do I feel like it's someone in my neighborhood that lives here because they tried to use that? I do not feel like it's someone in my neighborhood because my thing is, y'all hear me out. If you lived in my neighborhood and you've been following me on YouTube, why now?
Because the whole scandal of Chris is gone and you trying to debunk that he's not. I mean, that's why. I mean, a year ago, you weren't on the internet hollering Chris is gone or Chris is still in the building. We knew Chris was there because we seen him and heard him, whatever. You talked about him a lot. The past, I don't know, 3 months, you barely even whisper the man's name. So I guess it's a joke to people to basically prove that you're lying and that he really is gone because basically the internet has came to the assumption that he's gone, sis. That's why now. I mean, I don't know. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but a few weeks ago, about a month ago, Jasmine was running in her neighborhood with her trash bag jumpsuit thing on, and somebody took a picture of her doing that. So I would just assume it would have to be somebody in her neighborhood. Why do you think? Do you think, Jasmine, because your neighborhood is predominantly white, that it couldn't be anybody in your neighborhood because you just feel like it's somebody black? Is that why, Jasmine? So you think white folks don't be on the BS too? Yeah, they be on the BS too. The white folks, the Hispanics, Chinese, blacks, everybody. So Jasmine probably is thinking, oh, well, it's predominantly white neighborhood. Yeah, nobody white would do that. It's only you black girls that would do that. No, sis. I mean, it's some white girls that's down with the fugazi too, sis.
Like for real, for real. Like think about it. Why right now? Why come to my house right now? And why just at one time at that one time frame? Like I just so happen to not be here. I just so happen to not be here, but you came, and I know the time frame that they came in because I
Hey,
was not here,
Coco.
and so nobody was here at all. So why at that moment in that day? Part of me feel like it's someone that drove a good, especially like the direction. Like I said, none of that stuff add up. The way you came and how you're saying you live over here, and some of it just don't make sense. Do they probably live in Austin somewhere? Yes, they probably do. Do they live in my subdivision? I don't think they do.
How come they can live in a subdivision next to you? Maybe they don't live in your exact subdivision. I mean, why would they? I mean, think about it, Jasmine. Why would they say, yeah, but I stay three doors down? Like, think about it, Jasmine. Maybe they live in the subdivision next to you. Maybe they live two streets over in the same subdivision, but two streets. I would, child, at this point, you need to be figuring that out with the police, not the damn internet.
I don't think they live in my subdivision because why would you pass up your exit? You said that you pass my house every day to go to work. Why would you? Your exit's right there. Because I looked at everything from like the pictures, the angles, and it shows which way you're coming. The way you took your pictures, it shows that you're coming from that angle. Why would you drive past your exit or the exit of the subdivision to come all the way down and make a goddamn zigzag through my neighborhood to get out? That don't make sense. So it don't make sense. And just and it's like, why did you wait? Like I don't know if it was purposely to wait till nobody was here, or
Obviously, Jasmine. I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter if somebody was there or not. My thing is, it's the fact that somebody's doing it to you. I don't know if Jasmine's trying to allude to the fact that it could be the mod that she fell out with. I don't know, because the mod that she fell out with, I don't know where that person lives at. One thing I do know, it definitely isn't TMR. Child, I live in Indiana. Okay, I don't live nowhere near Texas, so you can definitely mark me off the list. Okay.
why not knock on the door when I'm here? Like if you're watching, you're probably. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm not gonna come to the door ready to defend myself because I will. But it's just like, don't you feel like you're just doing a tad bit too much? And a lot of stuff. I don't know if the person is black. I don't know if the person is white, Hispanic. I don't know. I don't know. Um, like I said, the pictures are out there, so I can see what color their vehicle is and pinpoint the time that I was gone and determine the car.
So when you determine the car, now what? You act like when they made that make and model of the car, they stopped making them. Determining the make and the model of the car says what? It doesn't put the person behind the driver's seat. It just tells you the make and model of the car. That's it.
I don't understand the obsession with Jasmine and her family image being pressed about someone else. Like, wait, what? Being pressed about someone else life. Once again, if someone else eats doesn't make you shit. Leave this woman alone. I don't understand it either. Like, and I was just like, and I was not going. I was going for a good amount. I was going from 9 to like one something. I'm not gonna say 9. It was like 9:50, 10 o'clock to one something. And it's because I went to the store. And what else did I do? And I vlogged yesterday too. So that's another thing. I vlogged yesterday. So I was gone for a minute. Hold on.
Lisa, Lisa plus 3 says, why come live when you should be spending time with your kids? You only have a few more hours with before they go back to their dad, girl. She count down the hours till them kids leave.
Yeah, that's a piece of the bacon. They smell so good, y'all. I was gone for a minute and like
It's the
I don't know.
people in her chat talking about those reactors, and I got to thinking to myself, I don't even think there's reactors in the state of Texas. The reactors that I know of, none of them live in Texas. So why do y'all always holler the reactors, as if we're the only one watching the videos? You know what I'm saying? Like, will y'all stop saying that? Y'all should know better by now. I've been on this internet reacting to her videos, Olivia and Chrissy videos for 5 years, child, and I ain't went to nobody's damn house. There's no need to, child. I keep this shit on the damn internet. The people in her chat are some straight goofies.
No, I just be thinking about other stuff. Like you just never know. Hold on. Oh. If you want her autograph, just ask. Stop by. Stop being a creep stalker. And that's my thing. They'll sit here and say they'll put it on there and say, I'm not stalking her. I'm not doing none of that stuff. But if you drive past somebody's house and you saying that you've been watching my house and you know that our grass wasn't cut for so fucking long, like that's stalking. Hold on, you guys.
I mean, yeah, that probably would be considered stalking. But why wasn't y'all grass wasn't cut for so long? Wasn't Chris at one time? Didn't y'all say y'all bought a lawnmower and Chris was out there cutting the grass? He decided he don't want to do that anymore. Why is the grass? Why was? I mean, she said the grass wasn't cut for so long. But why, sis? Why she got that small shirt on? Y'all know Jasmine loved them mediums. Okay, Jasmine would rather go naked than to wear a large or extra large T-shirt. Jasmine feels like she can wear mediums, so we gonna let her wear those medium shirts. The fact of the matter is, it's an issue because she's a woman who lives alone and has children. That's why the police would be more involved in the internet for me at this point. Like, I wouldn't even play games anymore. I would get the police involved. And you'll hear in a moment, Jasmine says in this live, and I don't know if we're going to get to that part because, again, this live was 2.5 hours, and we're not going to listen to 2.5 hours. But Jasmine said in this video that she actually did hire a PI, a private investigator. I said, really? So Jasmine said she did actually hire a private investigator to combat what she's going through on the internet. But once the private investigator told her all that was going to be involved for him or her to do their private PI work, they told her that they would have to subpoena YouTube. And Jasmine said it was too much money. So she decided not to continue on with the private investigator. And I thought to myself, I said, you would contemplate hiring a private investigator, paying probably thousands of dollars, but you wouldn't buy an $800 camera so you could do your YouTube job? I said, okay, girl, that makes sense to me.
And there was speculations on who else it could have been. I see comments and stuff. I don't care who it was. I don't care if you know me, like actually personally.
Thank you, Asia.
Leave me alone. Like if you personally know me, then and you can't come to my face, then what's the point of doing a drive-by? Especially if you're like quote unquote family.
Family? Girl, the point of doing a drive-by is that drive-by. Y'all, we didn't get drive-bys back in the day. Y'all know that ninja you was messing around with. You wanted to make sure he ain't had no boo thing over his house. Why the hell would you get out your car and knock on his door and say, "Do you got a boo thing over here?" That's the whole purpose of a drive-by, so you can go undetected, dummy.
Jasmine isn't responsible for y'all's Christmas check. If she isn't posting, worry about yourself. Find new content. She doesn't have to post. And that's the thing. Like me not posting, I feel like it just kind of people was like, I need to know. I need to know what's really going on with her.
Jasmine, are you serious, sis? Do you really think that? Do you really think when you don't post, folks sitting around acting like Pookie from New Jack City with the shakes? No, sis. When you post, we talk. When you don't, well, at least over here in the break room, we don't. Girl, what? At the end of the day, you're not gonna go too long without posting. To be quite honest with you, you not posting affects you more than it could affect anybody else, because there's a variety of content as a reactor. I mean, with you just got one life that you can vlog. Child, let's continue.
Need to know what's going on in her life. And it's like, no matter what, and that's why I said that, what I said, no matter what I say, people are going to still have it in the back of their mind, it's something else. She's lying. So I'm just like, what's the point of me keep saying it? What's the point of me keep repeating myself? Telling y'all. Because in the same sense, y'all gonna turn around and say, she's lying. Right. This is so sad. Wasting gas and time to find something better.
Right, JG.
Find something better to do with your time and leave. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you was like, my house is not on the way out. If you quote unquote lived over here, like, why? It just don't make sense. Why yesterday? Why yesterday that you just was it in your heart to drive by my house and take pictures and to let it be known that you be in my backyard? Why yesterday?
I mean, at this point, I guess the person says, why not? I mean, Jasmine, you can't pick a day that they want to come tiptoe over there by your front door. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, why not? The person obviously don't have no rhyme or reason. They just did what they did. Because again, you guys, this is not to spook Jasmine, right? Because if a person wanted to harm her, they would have already done that. It's not, I don't think they're trying to prove that Jasmine, your man is not there. The way you keep saying he is, he's not there. And Jasmine wants the internet to believe her versus others, right? And at this point, I'm gonna be honest with you. She needs to be more concerned where Chris' whereabouts are than we do. It's a reactable moment when we discuss Chris, but I'm gonna just be honest, and I'm pretty sure all of you guys can attest to this in the chat. I don't think any of us are too worried about where Chris is. It's just a conversation when we're on the internet talking about her, right? Because Jasmine for so long made Chris a very important part of her life and her content, and then abruptly, he was snatched out the picture, right? Because based off what Jasmine says, this is what he wanted. And in my opinion, Jasmine could have just not told us that that's what Chris wanted. He didn't want to be a part of the internet anymore. If people would have asked where Chris was, I mean, she could have just, again, if she do more videos instead of live streams, people wouldn't get a chance to ask her about Chris. But because she does more live streams than videos, she leaves the door open for questions.
Oh man, I'm really backed up. What? Hold on.
And if you really want to know the truth at this point, why wouldn't Chris leave? Why would he stay? Considering all that she goes through on the internet and the way she handles it, Jasmine doesn't handle it appropriately. She doesn't get the law, and she says she files police reports, but you never see anything happening behind it, right? She never gives you a follow up on any of her stories. There's never any follow ups. She just comes and tell you a story, and then that's it. There's never a follow up to the story. So if you really think about it, why would Chris sit there and be a part of the harassment? You know what I'm saying? Especially when Jasmine herself is not handling the business. Because let's be honest, y'all, this is her YouTube channel. This is her social media platform. So Chris don't really have to do too much of anything, because the reason why people coming by her house is because of her, not really him, right? Because there would be no him if it wasn't her. So Chris is probably like, well, since you're not gonna handle business and get these people off your back and my back, then I'm out. I'm gonna holler at you. And that's just an assumption. That's just my opinion, but it could be that situation. Prince probably gave her that old, that old, I got to get my mind right. I just need some time to think. He probably gave her that old conversation. And Jazz is probably like, well, he's just off thinking, you guys. He'll be back. Girl, when he took everything that resembles anything about him out that house, I guarantee you, sis, he ain't coming back. Stay Cheese, I know you're saying it's the Stay Cheese says it's the lease agency getting new pictures for advertising her home for upcoming new rental status. Nah, because Jasmine renewed her lease unless she's not paying her rent. And if the lease, if what you're saying, Stay Cheese, could be even possibly or remotely true, they would actually stand still and get out the car and take pictures. They would, give the pictures of the inside of the house and stuff like that. So I definitely don't think it's a leasing agent. I mean, I would be tired of Jasmine and her drama on the internet too at this point.
Okay. They probably grown with kids, and then, girl, they probably got their kids in the car with them. Hold on.
So now Jasmine's trying to not show her kids on the internet, and again pulling a strong mommy Chrissy. Here's the problem with Jasmine doing that. She tries to do stuff like that, and she never sustains it. Y'all remember Jasmine told us a while back she wasn't gonna show her kids on the internet anymore when the whole bath bomb debacle. And that didn't even last 2 weeks. And then she told us she wasn't gonna show Chris. And then that didn't even last 2 weeks. He was back on the internet. Now, this is the longest it's lasted, but I think that's why I think he's actually gone, because she said before that she wasn't going to show Chris. Chris is not going to be on her channel. And then, mysteriously he shows up a couple weeks later. So that's the only problem. Jasmine also has said many times that she's not going to address the negativity, and it never lasts long. Jasmine has told us many times that she's going to come on the internet looking, like she looks now, hair combed, clothes on, bra, panties, and things of that nature. And that never lasts long. Like every time she says she's going to do something, she's never consistent with it. It never lasts long. Hey, Renee. Hey, Black and Bougie. Hey, everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys clock in, y'all. Hit the like button for me. Yeah, 3 open CPS cases. I'm sorry. I wouldn't be on the internet with all that going. If that's what I got to go through just to have a YouTube channel, then I wouldn't have a YouTube channel. My peace would mean more to me than anything. And it's not to say people running you off of here. My thing is there's more things to do in the world to make money besides a YouTube channel.
It's,
That's just my
these
point.
bacons are so big. Like, damn. Some of them cooked and some of them ain't. I take them off and like I swear, like the next place I move, like there will not be no house tour. I will never say the city I'm in, even though at first I didn't say the city I was in. How my address got put on here was a whole other story.
I mean, your address got on the internet, Jasmine, because you gave it to people to send you gifts, right? Your address is on the internet because you have utilities in your name.
But I would move so different, and y'all already hate how I move now, so it's just like it would really like bug you. You know what I'm saying?
Alexis is asked who gave her this info. Me personally, I believed how Jasmine was made aware that someone had drove by her house and took pictures of it and had it on the internet is because Jasmine is watching the channels. Jasmine's in these discords. Trust me, y'all. Jasmine, just like Jasmine had a secret group chat, Jasmine is sliding into these discords because there's discords out here where people are discussing content creators and stuff like that. So more than likely, Jasmine's in these discords, or she knows people who are in these discords, and they're coming back giving her the information. I really feel like Jasmine herself is doing the snooping because we know Jasmine is always in the bushes somewhere.
I feel like that one's done. These three are done. Just go here. Put these back in the oven.
I agree, JC. She does worry about the internet more than she does the feelings and emotions of her children. Jasmine is too consumed with the internet. It's damn near unhealthy at this point.
Okay. Yeah, I know. If I was yeah, like you would think that the man be like, this is weird. Why are you harassing, stalking this woman and her family? Why are you so worried about what's going on in her family?
See, this is the part Jasmine doesn't understand. Jasmine decided years ago to do something called YouTube, right? And in that, she decided to vlog her life. And over time, Jasmine has talked about a lot of things that most individuals wouldn't tell strangers for money. Jasmine has told us so much about herself that I don't even think she knows at this point. I remember just a few years ago, when Jasmine had just had the twins. She had got pregnant. And Jasmine came on the internet to let us know that she had to have a AB with her pregnancy. And she said the pregnancy was a set of twins. And she had to use her kids' Christmas money, the money she wanted to use to buy her kids Christmas gifts, to get an AB. Jasmine has, and there's a list of other things that this girl has told us. So over time, again, Jasmine has been on the internet for well over 10 years talking about a lot of things that go on in her day-to-day life. Now, obviously, there are things that she doesn't tell us, but there's a lot that she does tell us. And over time, people have got invested in her storyline, right? That's the whole reason why she has 55,000 subscribers. Jasmine doesn't have 55,000 subscribers for her cooking videos. Jasmine has 55,000 subscribers because Jasmine has been somewhat of an open book on this internet. And that's what she strived to do. Jasmine also had got on this internet and told us she was going to the grocery store to get food for her family with her food stamps. Again, now in no way should you be ashamed of getting food stamps if you get food stamps. But typically, like say for instance, you get food stamps, you work a job, because there are people who work and still get food stamps because you have a lot of kids versus the income, right? Most likely when you get your food stamp, like it's your food stamp day, most people don't go to work and say, "Hey, you guys, I got my food stamp this morning." Yeah, you don't really tell your coworkers that because what's inside your wallet in your purse, unless you have a clear purse, it's not people's business what's inside your purse, right? But Jasmine and a list of other women, not just Jasmine, Olivia, Chrissy, and a host of other women on this internet, thought it was a good idea to get on the internet and tell the world, I get food stamps, right? So again, we don't need to know, but these people don't have enough sense. And we live in a society now where there's no boundaries, no limits. Y'all, they just get on the internet and have diarrhea at the mouth, tell all their business, and then get mad when people listen to the story, right? Jasmine's mad because over years people have listened to her many stories. And now she's mad that people are quote unquote invested in her channel when that's what you wanted all along. That's how you end up getting 55,000 people. You would want people to be somewhat invested, not obsessively invested, obviously, but you want people to be invested in your channel. That's how you get views. Gina Janine, for example, if you guys watch Gina Janine just bought a Maybach for her 40 something birthday. I don't know exactly how old she is, but she just bought a Maybach, right? Gina Janine was able to buy that Maybach because people are invested in her channel. She has over 200,000 subscribers. If people weren't invested in Gina's channel, she wouldn't have been able to buy that Maybach. Now Jasmine is getting upset because Jasmine has got on this internet many times very foolishly and told us a lot of things that we just did not need to know just because we decided to subscribe to her channel. So, unfortunately for Jasmine, I've said this to you guys many times. She's very hard headed and she learns the hard way. Exactly, Sean. I agree.
Do you think that mid you had? What is that? What are you talking about? Over the windows? Yeah.
I
No,
agree, Shay
even
K.
Chris's.
People are tired of Jasmine's repetitiveness of the drama that she consistently brings to the internet. Like, sis,
Mm-hmm.
even
I'm
although
reading
it's
y'all's
going,
comments. I'm behind y'all.
let me say this, although in no way am I saying that people need to be riding by her house taking pictures, right? No, they shouldn't, right? But the fact that it is going on, Jasmine needs to handle that behind the scenes. You don't get on the internet. There's an old saying, and maybe some of you guys have heard this throughout the years. You never let the left hand know what the right hand's doing, right? Jasmine's damn near like she's a double lefty or a double righty, right? She doesn't understand that old saying that you don't let the left hand know what the right hand's doing. That's a very true statement. She doesn't get that. Just like she felt like all those mods of hers were there to big up her, she soon found out that that wasn't the case, right? Because again, Jazz got on the internet, was gossiping with those women, and she was saying things, although she felt like it was already on the internet, but you elaborated on the stories that was not being elaborated on the internet. And that's how she ended up getting caught up. Jasmine feels very foolish that those conversations were recorded and then let was sent to the internet. The internet has now been privileged to Jasmine's what she thought to be private conversation. Jasmine feels very foolish about that.
I'm serious to come to your car. They would not be hiding up under my car. Oh, you talking about like if they have a tag? Because if If someone put a air tag on your, I don't know if you talk about that, but you will get a notification if there's an air tag near you. Someone who knows you personally. Do you think it's your old mod? I don't I don't know. Like y'all think I'm playing when I tell y'all I don't know this woman. Some people thought it was Jocelyn, the one I went to school with. Y'all were getting confused between the mods. Y'all kept saying she knows you. She kept saying she know you. Do you know this is not the first time that a mod that came out here and said that they knew me? This one, I've never talked to that woman on the phone. Ever. The only time I've talked to her is in the group chat. She's messaged me a few times. That was it. I didn't know her. And it's crazy because people took everything. Like when I say people, other content creators, it's like they're just, and I just told myself, I'm not like, it's almost like, bitch, if you're dumb enough to believe her, then bitch, you got it. I said what I said, and then she turned around, I guess, and said other stuff on top of it. Like, bitch, it was other stuff said, because literally I defended your motherfucking child. Okay? Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. So I'm not even gonna get on that.
So now she's called herself reacting to Chrissy. Now, we watched the video the other day when Jasmine was eating the viral dumplings, and we thought that was her reacting to Chrissy. Now she comes back 3-4 days later to react to Chrissy. Girl, that was last week. You wait a whole week to react to Chrissy? Child, we done went on to something else. We now on the fact that the kids don't live with you Monday through Friday. Over there living with Philip and Hannah. Like, she's always tardy for the party. Like, what's the point of you reacting to Chrissy now? You had the opportunity back. It's the back and forth with Jasmine and Chrissy for me. And it's so funny. You all here clapping back at Chrissy, calling Chrissy bitches, which Chrissy called her some too. However, Olivia got on here and drugged you and your ninja for filth. And girl, you ain't pitched the heifer. You ain't said nothing to Olivia. I don't understand how you have all this vitriol for Chrissy, but you had none of it for Olivia. And Olivia got on here and told us that your man threw hot wax over the house. Olivia told us that you was out in the middle of the night, left the kids at home alone, chasing Chris down. You didn't even get on here and say if that was true or false. You just didn't react to it at all. But Chrissy get on here and say you're the reason why her daughter's getting trolled, and now she all type of bitches a week later. Jasmine, you're a clown, sis. Like, people don't even pay no attention to you anymore, sis. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Because like I told myself that I could really do some damage, and I said that in the chat. I can talk shit. I can talk shit all day, but I'm not gonna get on YouTube and go back and forth with some irrelevant ass person. But as for that woman, because she didn't said all kind of stuff, a lot of stuff that got back to me. Apparently that I ate doggy. She said I ate doggy do.
Wait, what? Who said you ate doggy do? Oh my God. Wait, what? Who said you ate dog poop? What is going on? Jasmine, your channel is not channeling, ma'am. You got people out here talking about you eating dog feces. How did they even come to that determination?
Like, and what else it said? I had sex with her brother, and she recorded me. And I'm like, drop the fucking recordings. Like, why you keep saying this? Like, drop the video of me eating dog shit. Like,
do you really want somebody to drop that video? Girl, who you had sex with who, brother? Baby, what is going on, Jasmine? My God, girl.
And if you believe this motherfucking person, then you're just as delusional as she is. If they don't like him, okay, but you can't bully her into...
They said hips shoved it in her mouth. Who said that? How do they know that? Jasmine said that? Or are they just making that up? Because I couldn't see Jasmine admitting to that in the group chat. Are y'all saying that Jasmine told the group chat, Chris shoved Bentley's poop in my mouth? Yeah, I don't believe that, y'all. If that did happen, child, she wouldn't even tell Olivia that.
not being with who she wants to be with. That and she, I mean, that situation, it was just like, you need to leave him now. And I'm just like, bitch, what for what? Because I don't want to be on social media. No, miss me with it. Jazz, you and your family, please be safe. Thank you. Trying. AirTags, yeah, you'll get a notification if an AirTag is near you.
Oh, okay, Vaughn. Oh, thank you, Bria. Oh, Lord.
I'm thinking on everything possible. Your old mod is out to get you. And I eat. Child. And it's like, you can't, I don't want to keep going back and forth about something. I'm just like, I don't even know you. Like, that's my thing. Like, I don't know you. A lot of y'all can sit here and think like, she's lying. And I'm just like, bro, I don't know this woman. I think she said her name one time in the chat. That's when she came in there. And because we was already like side-eyeing her and another content creator that's on here that I took off my page. Because like, I don't know, y'all saw the comments, and she was trying to say, oh, the chat was dry. It was dry because they had intentions on talking about other people's kids. And then it was a problem because I went in there, because like I said, I was in and out. I went in there and addressed it. I'm like, we're not talking about people's kids.
I'm just curious, sis, why are we still talking about the group chat? No, really, y'all. Why are we still talking about the group chat? Is the group chat still chatting? Because at this point, why are we still talking about this? If the chat has dismantled, or if you're still chatting with the people that you can trust to chat with, why are we still talking about this? If it's not that big of a deal, why are we still talking about it at this point? Like, Jasmine, I need you to let this ish go, ma'am. Like, it's, oh my God.
Like, it ain't about that. It was more so like, oh, we can meet each other. Then, if you have something that you want to say and not say it on the live chat, you can drop it in the mod chat. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, people kept saying we made a chat to talk about content creators. So I'm just gonna say names to talk about Strong Mommy Chrissy. Like, honestly, like, bitch, you really was irrelevant. Yes, she brought you up. Yes, she did what she was asking questions, and I didn't really respond to all of them. But I was just like, she really wanted me to get on here when she was.
I mean, but you responded to enough of them. Let's be honest, y'all. Jasmine can talk about Chrissy all the hell she wants to. She can talk about Chrissy publicly, privately. She can sign language Chrissy. She can do whatever the hell Jasmine grown. And the fact that you explaining what you talked about and why you talked about shows your immaturity. Girl, stand on that ish. If you talked about her, you talked about her. What's she gonna do? Kick your ass? No, she not gonna do nothing but run her mouth on the damn internet. That's it. Like, Jasmine, come on, man. Like, you act big and bad in other phases, but when it comes to Chrissy, now you bossing up. But when Olivia was on here dragging your ass for filth, you wouldn't ran and hid up under the covers.
Talking shit about me and I said I could read you for what you posted, for what's been posted on here. And I could have, not meaning like, oh, I can read her and talk about her daughter and drag her. Because, bitch, I'm not about that. I'm not like you. And I'm just being real. You think it's cute? I don't think that shit's cute. And that's why I still defended your daughter in the chat. But it's not there because the whole point of her posting her video was to get views. And you're a content creator. How you not see that? And you talk about you should have controlled the chat. I was barely in it. It wasn't about posting or talking about creators. That's the thing.
But it was your chat, Jasmine. Regardless if you was barely in it or not, you should have had something. You should have had an admin for the chat. So when you weren't actively chatting, somebody could be your backup, Jasmine. Because again, like I said, when this came out a week or two ago, like I said, although you weren't actively in the chat, so you say, but you were going to get the backlash because the chat is because of you, right? You're my Jazzy Life. So the chat was formed because of my Jazzy Life. It was said that the mods was there to just get to support Jasmine. And y'all, as women do, we gossip, right? So they was over there gossiping. They was gossiping about stuff that was going on the internet with Peach, Chrissy, Olivia. She didn't really gossip about much about Olivia, which is kind of shocking. She had more to say about Chrissy than Olivia. And in my opinion, I just really feel like there's either one or two things. Either you and Olivia are still cool, or you scared as hell of it. You're scared of Olivia, right? It's one or two things. That's the only thing. We know that you're not cool with Chrissy, so you don't really care about tarnishing that relationship. And you obviously act like you're not scared of her. So that's why you publicly talk about her. But you didn't do that with Olivia, which I find that to be very strange. You have all this vitriol for Chrissy, not so much for me, but you got a lot of it for Chrissy, but you don't have any of it for Olivia. And let's be honest, Olivia drugged you more than Chrissy could have ever did. Chrissy didn't know enough to drag you, because when Chrissy and Jasmine stopped being friends, that's when her and Chris first started getting together. Olivia was more privileged to what was going on with Jasmine and Chris because she was in the middle of it. Chrissy wasn't. Chrissy stopped being friends with Jasmine right after she got pregnant. The bulk of Chris and Jasmine's problems happened during her pregnancy and after her pregnancy. Her and Chrissy wasn't friends. Chrissy didn't know anything.
It was more, and that's why the other content creators, and I didn't know until I was live that day. And she said that her and Lipstick had made a separate chat and talked about people kids. And do I agree with that shit? No, I didn't. Did I address it? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I did. I addressed it in the chat and left it at that. Did they feel some type of way?
And let's be honest, y'all, that's all Jasmine could do. All Jasmine could say is, hey, you guys, let's refrain from talking about people's kids. And if they chose not to listen to Jasmine, they didn't listen to her. Like Jasmine, she didn't have no control over that. Again, she's not holding the devices that these people were holding that was typing things about other people's kids, y'all. Like, I don't personally feel like Jasmine needs to hold the guilt in that, although the chat was created for her and about her, right? But what other people were chatting, Jasmine didn't have any control of that because she's not the one. She wasn't holding their device, their cell phone, chatting it for them, right? So if Jasmine went in there and said, hey, you guys, refrain from talking about kids, although it's said that she mentioned one of Chrissy's kids. I think she mentioned Kaylin or something like that. Now, if Jasmine engaged in the negative conversation about kids, then yes, you are to blame for it because you engaged in the conversation. But if the only thing that was typed was, hey, y'all, stop talking about other people's kids. Like, we're not going to do that over here. Y'all know when y'all kids talk about, we're not going to talk about other people's kids. But Jasmine, if you didn't do that, then you just as guilty as the person who typed it.
Yes. Did anybody respond? No. I had mods leave the chat, DM me separately multiple times, not feeling comfortable. And like I said, I wasn't the consistent person in the chat. I would pop in here and there, but sometimes it was just like, because they would go back and forth, and it was like so many messages. And I'm saying that them two and others would go back and forth. It was just too many messages for me to sit and listen to and respond to. It was too many, and I would catch like the ending part. So people would message me separately, and we would go from there. And it is what it is. Like it's like you get tired of just trying to. I get tired of just trying to come on here and defend something, or trying to come on here and explain myself, because I feel like I already did this. And people even came to me and was like, "You need to get on here and talk, because she over here reading you on live." I don't give a fuck what she do, bitch. I haven't seen you in years. You're really irrelevant as fuck to me. I don't care. What I did say is that, because I said it in the chat, if she did, because I think you had someone posted she got a house. I said, I am happy for her. Bitch, why the fuck wouldn't I be happy? I would be a motherfucking crazy person to sit here and say, oh, she ain't got no house. And like, I'm happy you went and bought a house for your I forgot how many kids the girl got. All your kids. I'm happy for you.
Jasmine, sure, you're happy for Chrissy getting a house. It definitely shows that you're very ecstatic.
Be a goddamn hypocrite if I wasn't. Like that's a blessing. It's a blessing. She got a house. And I said that in my comments. It wasn't like it was something I was hiding. Like, ain't like I was hiding it, trying to say things. I said it in my comments. I didn't say it. I said it everywhere. I even said it on live. So they're not the same, but they are not the same people. Who? Jocelyn is in my chat. People was getting, they thought Lipstick Pimp was Jocelyn. Jocelyn is the only moderator on my page that personally know me, that went to school with me. I didn't go to school with Lipstick Pimp. Like I said, she said her name one time in the chat. Don't remember, that's because people were asking, they were side-eyeing her, and they was confused about who she was. I don't know her. I don't know how old she is. People saying you told her your business. No, I fuck I didn't. Y'all crazy? I'm talking in a chat. Like y'all really be thinking like y'all know shit. I didn't say nothing that ain't already out there. Like, you really sit and think about it. I didn't say anything that ain't already out there. So as for me having an opinion about certain things, I'm a right to have my own opinion. I can have my opinion about certain things that people put out. If I feel like I don't agree with it, I can do it. Y'all do it all the time. But the only difference is y'all talk publicly about it. You can talk to your mama, your sister, your uncle, your brother, but when you do it publicly, then it's like drawing attention. Did I want to draw attention with this whole situation? No, I was just like, this is so annoying. Like, this bitch is really pressed. So, you know, I'm just, girl, Lipstick Pimp did. She said I ate shit. Why would it be Chris? That don't even make sense. That's stupid.
None your business. I'm glad you said that. None your business. Said you told about Chris pushing his sister out the house and her calling the police, though. Exactly. And that wasn't on the internet. So exactly, Nunya. So Jasmine, you're wrong. You actually did talk about things that weren't on the internet. That wasn't on the internet. We didn't know anything about Chris pushing his sister out the house, the sister coming over there to confront you about talking about her nieces and nephews. Yes, sis, we didn't know anything about that. So you did talk about things that weren't on the internet, and we would think that would be private because obviously the internet wasn't privileged to what was going on in your house. But y'all, we already know Jasmine was a chatty catty over there, just like she's a chatty catty on the internet.
Yeah, block. Just ignore the comment. It's got to be a reactor or oh my. I don't know if it was a reactor. Honestly, I feel like they kind of just as confused as everybody else too.
Jasmine, you know damn well that it's not no reactor, especially the ones that react on you for as long as child, you know it ain't none of us. You know that by now, Jasmine. Jasmine has finally figured it out that we are not the enemy. Child, we up here reacting to your videos, doing commentary about what's going on in this mommy sector of YouTube. That's it. That's all.
I'm sorry, y'all. Yes, I am. She was. So she got the boot. Yeah, and that's the thing. And like even people was going back and forth in the chat with her when she was trying to give her opinion on certain things, and she didn't like that. And I guess that's why she left. It's somebody you know personally. I don't know who.
Shouts out to the 1K in the chat. Please make sure you guys clock in. Hit the like button for me, please. Thanks.
Lee. The devil is busy. Yeah. Yeah, she was. She was really obsessed in the chat. She was really pressured. Like, and it's like, damn, like, just talking about the kid. I was like, girl, you doing too much. This has nothing to do with Chrissy. No, those are, that's not clean. Those aren't clean. Where's the cup that you just had? Oh, it's in the living room. Go get it. It's not about her, but she thought that I was talking about her, like personally, like
okay, fine. Thank
talk
you.
about her, like So I guess that's why I addressed her. And I did it the most. Okay, go. Oh, right there. All right, go. I did it the most respectful way. Like, bitch, you was not on my mind. I promise you. I'm gonna burn the damn little pieces of bacon I have. Shit. I almost forgot. What? You want to cook bacon like me?
No, I want to be bigger like you.
Oh, you want to be bigger?
Yeah.
You want to get tall?
I almost tall like you. My dad said I was a big child and then I was fat.
You was never fat.
What?
You was never fat. Who said you were fat?
Daddy, I ate the biggest shell.
Do you be on Discord? She go over there. They talk so much shit about you over there. I don't get on nothing that they talk nice about me. I don't get on no Discord, whatever the hell that is. I only heard that people make those to talk shit about people. Like I don't even like know really what it's about, but no, I don't. But you see, I'm telling you no. Somebody's still gonna turn around and say she's lying and she does be on some Discord or whatever the fuck it is.
Okay, well, here I go. I'm going to say it. Jasmine, you definitely know what Discord is, okay? Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm not in any Discords, okay? But I'm pretty sure Jasmine, either herself is under a fictitious name in Discord, or she probably has somebody spying for her to Discord. Like Jasmine, she likes to know what's going on the internet, right? She's just like anybody else. Most people do like to know what's going on the internet. And Jasmine, obviously, if people are discussing her, she wants to know what's being discussed because she wants to see what's the tea out here about her so she can curve the narrative.
Why do they say attacking you online? I have no idea. Thank y'all. Yes, think bug birthday pass. You're way better than that. Exactly. My mods are in here. They know not to. I'm letting comment. They delete what needs to be deleted, but I'll respond to what I choose to. Don't talk about her, Jazz. You're falling into her trap. I know it's about views, but at the end of the day, I did it the most respectful way as I can. She'll probably come back on, talk shit, but it's like, bitch, I don't know you anymore. Like, I don't talk about you.
Jasmine, Chrissy's not gonna come on here and talk to you. Chrissy handled you last week, sis. She's done with it. We ain't seen her since then. She's not gonna come on here and to reiterate what she's already said. She said what she said, and that's it, sis.
Seen you in years. I don't get people that go back and forth like that. It's so annoying. It's always a problem if you say something, but people can drag your kids, your man, and your dog, etc. If out of here, oh, get this out of here. Yeah, I'm not allowed to say nothing. Them two mods were messy. Only them two would be talk. That's why I said like people don't understand. Like it was like multiple messages, and they would go back and forth. And even she said, "Oh, the chat is getting boring." It wasn't meant to be fun. Like it wasn't meant to be like let's talk about people and talk about their kids. It wasn't meant for that. I think it was a miscommunication, like or something.
Although Jasmine is saying it wasn't meant to be that, but in that chat, there's voice recordings of her talking about several content creators. So again, if the conversation was curbing to something other than what you wanted to engage in, then you should have made that known, right? You should have sent a voice note saying, "Hey, you guys, I don't want to talk about that." Like the voice notes that were recorded by you were you speaking on other content creators. Like you haven't publicly came out here and told us that the money is going to Peach McIntyre's head. Yeah, you never told us that, Jay. You never said that on the internet, but you said it in that group chat.
Here you go again. They kicked you out. And then it's like my other mods try to go in when Lipstick Pimp, I guess, was live on, or not live, or on somebody's page, and they was trying to like let it be known like this woman is lying, people, and they blocked them out. So How do you know I'm not doing anything about it?
Jasmine channel is all about what she suffers with on dealing with the internet. That's all her channel is about. Every now and then she'll sprinkle in some mommy content, but primarily Jasmine is a serial I want you to feel sorry for me type person. Like she's a serial empathy, sympathy type person. She wants people to feel sorry for her because of what she goes through on the internet. And again, what Jasmine goes through on the internet, she does not have to. She can elect to get up off of here. Because let's be honest, y'all, what is the channel really doing for her at this point? It's not providing her any type of better living. It's not providing her to drive a really nice car. It hasn't provided her the opportunity to buy a home. It doesn't even provide her the opportunity to buy a camera so she can go back to filming her content in 4K, right? It's so if the internet is not providing you with the needs that you would want or the things that you need in order to put up your content, then sis, why are you doing it? At this point. Because let's understand the whole daycare is expensive. Legend has two parents, right? So if Jasmine needs to go to work just like Chris goes to work and she's watching Legend while he go to work, well then now somebody got to watch Legend while she go to work. So Chris needs to help her with that. And if Chris is not willing to help her, just like he's not willing to pay child support willingly, then Jasmine got to do like what most women do out here. We got to figure it out and get our hustle on, right? Jasmine has a bachelor's degree, regardless if it's from Regents or not, whatever the situation is. She has a diploma, a degree that says that she has a bachelor's in something, right? She needs to utilize that bachelor's degree and get her some additional income in her home so she can live better or live better than what she's living. I'm not saying she's living bad, but live better than what she's living.
Right, Jocelyn. That is crazy. They think that I'm like, how do y'all get that? I guess because y'all knew that I had a mod that knew me. No, that's two different people. Those are two different people. Right. Yep, it was made for positive vibes. A place where you gave encouragement. And that was another thing. It was just a lot of miscommunication, like with the other mod. She was just like, I think she got mad because I said something on live. Hey! She got mad because I said something on live and then.
See, that's the thing. You got kids screaming in the background, right? Why not stop what you're doing and go see why the child is screaming? Instead of saying, hey, why not go see why the child is screaming and go and redirect the behavior that's making him scream? I don't get it, y'all.
I guess took it the wrong way. And then she removed herself from the chat and said she'll support me from a distance. And I'm like, and I messaged her on something like, what's going on? What are you talking about? And it was just like, you're impulsive. You just go live. And I'm like, and she's like, you should just pop up in the group chat and tell us your feelings. I you know what I'm saying? You telling me to pop up in the group chat and tell you my feelings and hold it in, and going live is therapeutic as well. I said it in my live stream. I was like, going live, because she said it in live, and I was like, well, going live is therapeutic too, because I'm able to get it off my chest. Popping up in the mod chat and just telling, like, look, now what if I would have just popped up in the mod chat and told them? Then it would have been like, Jasmine, you're lying because this person said this. So I went live. So it was no miscommunication. communication. I'm not saying that I don't trust some of the ladies, but this has made it hard for me to. Hold on.
The fact that she doesn't trust some of the ladies is because
This
Jasmine.
has made it hard for me to, like, because I was on some real stuff. I was about to just delete every mod. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't delete all of them, but I did delete a good amount.
It's not even about the mods, Jasmine. It's not about trusting your mods. They're there to hold your chat down, right? That's the job of the mod for the most part. Hold the chat down, be the morale in the chat, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If the content creator has some links to drop, primarily that's what the mods are there to do, right? It's the whole sisterhood thing that she had in her mind for the mods. Like, you saying that you don't trust them. Well, how do you get to the point where you do trust them? Trust them to do what? Watch your kids, clean your house, cook your food, manage your bank account. Like, sis, what do you need to trust the mods to do? Like, this don't make sense.
But it's just like, we're gonna keep it how it was, how it was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, the chat, we'll keep it how it's supposed to be. But like I said, people were already messaging me on the outside. Then it was just another group chat, and it was just like, you know what? Forget this. Like, this is too much. The way she was talking about kids is disgusting. I can't believe it. Yeah, and that's what. Like, I burnt this one. That was the thing. I'm about to try this bacon. Oh, that's good. It's real thick.
I know Jessica said a lot of people are saying in 2024 they're not going to react on the mommies. At this point, you guys, it was always about reacting to the videos of what they got going on. And primarily now, there's not really much going on. You guys get my drift, where I'm coming from? It's not really much going on. We built a community of, gossiping about what they put on the internet. And especially for Jasmine, it's hard to react to Jasmine because she's such a negative individual. Olivia is too. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't watched Olivia since she announced she moved back to Texas. I haven't been back over there. I don't know if she's posted or not. So, as far as what's going to happen, as far as reacting for this channel in 2024, you guys, that remains to be seen. I don't know what's going to happen. The channel will still be here, and I'll just figure out what the content is. But you know what the problem is? Primarily, you guys, I have built a community of people who watch these ladies. And if I start talking about other stuff, you guys are not going to watch that. Like, when I do Kendra G reactions, I don't get 1,000 in the chat. When I do those reactions live, I don't get 1,000 in the chat. Because again, you guys are primarily used to me reacting to these moms. So, although, we say one thing, but something different happens, right? And again, you guys can watch what you want to watch. You don't have to watch, everything I put up. You watch what you want to watch. You can be selective with the content. But, I do wish all these girls good luck. I wish them luck. And, I hope, they, continue to move better in life, right? For the sake of themselves and the sake of their children. I mean, is that going to happen for them? I don't know. I really feel like the internet has crippled a lot of individuals as far as them being productive in life, right? I feel like Jasmine is one of those persons. I feel like Olivia is one of those persons. One thing I will say about Chrissy, and maybe some of you guys will agree or disagree, Chrissy is not on the internet like she used to be. I think we all can agree to that. Chrissy is doing, I don't know what she's doing, but she's doing something other than YouTube every day or every week to generate income for her family. Now, what that is, I don't know. But she's obviously doing something. And I wish these ladies would figure out some things additional to do, because over time, especially if you don't grow with your audience, your channel will tank. And I personally feel that all three of the ladies, Chrissy, Olivia, and Jasmine, all channels have changed over time. Chrissy even said it when she went live the other day, last week. She said this mommy sector thing is dead. It's kind of dead. And it is, you guys, for the most part. That's because these ladies did not choose to grow with their channels, right? I think over time they got so caught up in the back and forth of the internet and trying to prove a point, and trying to prove everybody's wrong about what they got going on in the secret society group chats and all this old silliness that's going on, instead of just sticking to putting out the videos of whatever you want the world to know about what you got going on in your life. They fell off of that, and then they started doing something different. And over time, just the reactions, I mean, it's kind of hit or miss now with the reactions, in my opinion. So, Jessica, I agree to a certain extent.
Hold on, I'm just catch up to y'all. Yes, we have one chat, but people were messaging me outside the chat on some like, Jasmine, this don't seem right. I'm like, let's give her the benefit of the doubt. She goes hard for us, y'all. She go hard in the comments. That's literally what it was about. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Who are you looking for?
Appreciate you, Jessica. Yeah, Feisty Queen. You're right. It's gonna take time to transition.
Oh, that was Legends.
It's okay, Feisty.
You got a whole week, Aiden. You're gonna go back to your dad's house. Mm-hmm. Tomorrow. Come on, y'all. I'm putting this on a center rows. I should just poured it. Maya, stop telling them that.
I agree, Black and Bougie.
I like bacon in a sandwich.
Oh, Suma. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. Okay.
You know what the reality is? Someone in the chat just said Jasmine thought Chris was going to be there for a lifetime. And y'all, let's be honest. Most of us think that when we get with a man, obviously we pray forever is that forever. But sometimes forever comes sooner than we think. And again, I don't know what the situation is with Chris, y'all. It appears that he's not there. I mean, I don't know, you guys. I mean, let's be honest, y'all. I don't know. Jasmine hasn't confirmed it, nor has Chris. That's the only way we would definitively know for sure that he's no longer there. If he confirms it or she confirms it. But I will agree. If he is there, Jasmine manages to go live when he's not there, when she know he's not going to come in or leave out, right? She conveniently does that. So I personally think that maybe he comes by it on, like, on the weekend. It seems odd that coincidentally now the kids are over there living with Philip, when that could have been something they did at the beginning of the school year, right? So I don't know. And then it's just her and Legend at the house. Again, if that's not the reason, if the reason really is she needed a break or whatever, Jasmine should have just said that. She made it more that it was a hardship for her taking care of her kids, and that's why they're over there with their dad. But yet you still have Legend. So and again, if Chris lives in the home with you still, and you still have the responsibility of Legend, and you sent the other four off because you need a mental health break, then why doesn't Chris help you put Legend in daycare so you can get a true mental health break, at least during the day? Because although you sent the four oldest to their dad, you still have to care for Legend. So instead of you caring for 5, you're caring for 1, but you're still caring for a child.
Okay, nothing in there. Oh, I need to go out there and take that meat out. Forgot. I like really miss a lot of y'all.
All right, Miss Pettis, thanks for dropping by, sis.
Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. Let's go see him. It was just brought to my attention that this person's outside of my house again.
All right, y'all, here it comes.
Everybody already know where I live at now. So tell the person to pull up. Like, I'm right here. You want to see me? How about pull up and take a picture with me standing outside? It's really getting weird. It's getting weird as fuck. Pull up. I'm standing outside. I'm waiting. You know what? I'm glad that they came. That was Babe. I'm so glad. Give me a second, y'all.
So what happened was, you guys, as Jasmine was live, the person who came by her house the day before or a couple of days before came by her house while she was live and took a picture to show that Chris' car was not in the driveway and only her car was there. So more than likely, Jasmine must have been alerted to that post being out on the internet. And that's when she ran outside. But obviously, sis, by the time you ran outside, the person that was in front of your house had already left. They wouldn't be actively out there taking pictures and then, alert you to the fact that they were out there. Obviously, once they took the picture, then they went on and left. But again, y'all, it's a way to taunt her. But it's her running outside. Like, you don't know what you're running into. Because again, you don't know who this person or person is. You don't know. So it's the fact that you running your big self out that door and don't know what you was running into. It could have been a sniper on top of the roof, all she know. It's her running outside on the live stream. Got food on the stove and then run your butt outside.
Give me a second. Okay. I don't know. Y'all be waiting. We're waiting. I mean, we know where I live at. Yeah, everybody know where I live at. So.
But that's the thing, Jasmine. Everybody does not know where you live at. All 55,000 of your subscribers do not know where you live at, right? See, but this she didn't. I don't know why she did this. I wouldn't have done that. That's just me. I wouldn't have done that. I don't know why she did this.
Let's see.
And not okay, so let me take that back. I'm not ridiculing Jasmine because she just reacted, right? I mean, the person driving by snapping pictures of her house, like, come on, man. Like, the girl got kids up in there. Even if you don't care nothing about her, I mean, at least care about, not to scare the children. Because obviously her kids are probably trying to figure out why mama running outside with the camera and she on live. So now more than likely the kids probably looking out the window trying to see what the hell's going on.
So we're just gonna look at every goddamn car that pulls by, right? What I saw was white, unless they have multiple cars. No, that's a whole man. Where they at? Oh, they're door dashing. I'm gonna hurry up. It's starting to rain. Like, it's really sad. I swear to God, I will, and I want them to pull up. Stop. I will get a picture, and I will throw a rock at your fucking car and try to break your window, bitch. I call the police. At this point, call the police. I will get the biggest rock and throw it at your car. Because, bitch, why are you stalking me? And I got kids. Okay.
But my thing is, Jasmine, you got a camera. You say, is the camera not rolling when you're in the house? Considering what you're going through, the camera needs to be rolling at all times. Why you just didn't let the camera do their job and call the police?
Social, get the fuck off my live. You weird too. Is it you? She talking about go back in the house. Don't delete that whole comment. Go back in the house. Ain't about that life, bitch. I will, girl. You must not know me. Oh, desperate ass people these days. Apparently, she live in Austin somewhere or whatever the hell it is. Here, I'm gonna put y'all up there. And I just I'm glad that they decided they wanted to come. It's hard putting snow in
Jasmine, a whole gangster boo over there.
there. I'm glad that they decided to come. Made a quick hold on.
My thing is, did the camera go off? Like when people go down her street, is it facing the street or is it not? Because did she get an alert on her phone or like what's going on here?
Like, bitches really have nothing better to do on a Sunday. Why y'all not in church? Why aren't you in church?
Child, why you not at church? Because it sounds like you need Jesus too.
What are y'all doing? Chill out. Pick that up. Doing all that. This shit's hot.
Why does it take her so long to cook breakfast? Damn, by that time you could have just gave them kids some cereal and a banana.
Oh, I had a weapon. I'm not gonna go out there empty-handed. So if they would have decided they wanted to try and run up on me and do something, I'm gonna, like I said, protect myself by all means necessary. Okay. Hey. Not me.
No, it doesn't, especially with her cooking it on the griddle, Monique. That bacon should have been done.
Hold the fuck on. Hold on. Here, Aiden.
She been cooking bacon for an hour.
Okay, where's Kaylin? Yeah, it's better to be on the hate train. Got food done. That's what that happened with that person. Here. Here, y'all. Doing stuff.
So let me show you guys something while we're in the midst of listening to Jasmine. Real quick, I want to show you guys a post. So while Jasmine was live, and this happened later in the live, I saw this. Um, Y'all remember we do reactions on Wine Glass and Chill. Y'all remember Wine Glass and Chill used to be a reactor herself. Well, Wine Glass and Chill decided to chat in Jasmine's chat as all this was going on. And she made a reference to reactors being dusty, okay, raggedy. I think that's the word she used, raggedy. She said she don't pay no attention to them raggedy reactors. And I said, ma'am, who the hell are you calling raggedy? I thought to myself, first and foremost, ma'am, the whole reason people even know your channel exists is because you was once doing these raggedy reactions. If it wasn't for the fact that you started as a reactor first, talking about the same chick you sitting in her chat, and it's Jazz and saying, hi, Wine Glass and Chill, I'd have been, hell, forget on up out of here. You're not wanted over here because you talked about me too, okay? So I said, well, imagine that. Wine Glass got 5,000 subscribers, and the majority of them came from her reaction videos, not from what she calls her life, family life vlogs, or whatever the hell she calls it over there. And I just thought to myself, I said, you know what, girl, you got your nerve calling somebody raggedy, and you over there asking people to buy you a garbage can for your house. We're raggedy, but you moved out of your apartment and literally threw everything away. Beds, everything, threw everything away. But we're raggedy. You're the one that was just living over at your mama house and your boyfriend staying at his mama house. But we raggedy. Girl, you moved from 1 2-bedroom to another 2-bedroom. But we raggedy. I thought to myself, girl, if you don't get you some daggone business and pray that your channel get to 55K, and at the rate you going, sis, it's going to take you 10 years like it did Jasmine, ma'am. I thought to myself, baby, these people, honey. Yeah, Paper Cup and Chill over there. I said, ma'am, girl, you got your nerve talking about somebody raggedy, and you on here with a registry asking people to buy you a spatula. You on here you got a registry asking people to buy you cleaning supplies and toilet paper. As if you shouldn't already have that, ma'am. Who the hell are you calling raggedy? Baby, I own my house. I'm not renting ish. And if I was renting, it wouldn't be a worry for me to get a place because I got the income and the job time to go get me a place if I needed to rent something. You couldn't even get a 3-bedroom. And you calling somebody raggedy? You got your daughter bedroom is half of your living room. But we raggedy? Girl, bye. I said, honey, these people get up on here and act a damn fool. Act a damn fool. I saw that and I said, girl. Now, I'm not saying that you need to be, and my thing is, you was once reacting too, ma'am. That's how your channel grew. Trust and believe, if you would have started off vlogging your life, you wouldn't be where you're at, sis, because, it ain't really, like, the fact that people react on your channel is because of the foolishness that you put out there. It's not because you got stellar content. It's because your content is goofy. And that's why people react to it. Just the same reason Jasmine get reacting on, for the goofiness of it all. Not because she has stellar content, ma'am. I said to myself, girl, you got your damn nerve, baby. Oh, Lord. Okay, y'all. So let me, I don't know if we gonna get to the part. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. We're gonna go ahead and stop right here. We did about an hour of Jasmine. She stayed on the live for another hour and a half. She was arguing with another channel in the chat, baby, just going back and forth. And if y'all want to go over there and finish watching, it's another hour and a half. Y'all can definitely go over there. Like I said, in this live, I think soon after this part, she mentioned the whole private investigator. that she reached out to a private investigator, and the reason why she didn't finish pursuing the PI is because the PI basically said that he's going to have to subpoena YouTube, and sis didn't have coin for that. Okay. And then, that's it for that. So I want to show you guys that moment we just saw Jasmine run outside. I want to know if you guys remember this reaction from Strong Mommy Chrissy. At that moment, it gave me a picture out of Strong Mommy Chrissy's book. And I couldn't find the actual video of Strong Mommy Chrissy. I think she took it down, but I had the reaction to it. So I'm going to show you guys something. Jasmine running out that house at that very moment, it reminded me. Y'all remember when Strong Mommy Chrissy came on here because she said people was coming by her house taking pictures? This is when she was still living in Austin. She had moved from Houston and moved to Austin to be closer to Jasmine. Then her and Jasmine ended falling out. Y'all remember that? Chrissy went and she said that people were taking pictures of her trash can, and she still lives in the house. And y'all remember that? So we're going to react to that video real quick. I'm going to show you guys my reaction. I just got to find where I started at. Give me a moment so I can pull that part up, y'all. All right, so let me go ahead and pull y'all on the screen.
She is my neighbor. Whoop her bitch ass. Don't play on my motherfucking name. This is mine. I paid for this. It'll be picked up on Tuesday, bitch. Fuck you. Dumbass, trifling ass, stupid ass bitches. Always think you know something. Always think you got the motherfucking top scoop. Bitch, get off my property. I paid for that because I have to be a responsible tenant. And if I'm going to fucking leave, I might as well leave it clean, right? I might as well not leave trash and boxes and dispose of things properly, right? Why leave it here? Stop playing. Don't.
Yeah, but sis, why would you need a trash can that big? Hell, you didn't even live in the house that damn long.
Play with me. All right, hold on, let me turn this around. How do I do this? Hold on.
The screen is black because her screen is black, y'all. That don't have anything to do with me.
I think the thing that aggravates me the most is that whoever this is has been watching my house where me and my kids lay. More importantly, them. Just think about that shit. It's scary.
Here's the thing. That's why you can't always believe what you see. Like the whole situation, you guys, with Zolo and Olivia. So let me just, Chrissy named this video "I'm Being Stalked." And this is the video where Chrissy said that they was taking pictures of her house. They were riding by and they took the picture of the back of her house and the front of the house. And she said they broke the bedroom window. Y'all remember this video? Chrissy actually took it down. Chrissy received a lot of support from this video because they felt like, oh my God, they're stalking, harassing this girl. So what I'm trying to say is all of these girls have been through it. Chrissy's been through it. Olivia's been through it. They didn't caught Olivia at Walmart. They didn't roll by and took pictures of Olivia's house. Not saying it's right, but what I'm saying is, unfortunately for them, they've all been through this, right? And at this moment, when I seen Jasmine run out the house and and confront the outside because there was nobody there. It just gave me this moment right here, Chrissy. And I felt like at that moment, Jasmine literally took a page out of Chrissy's book in that moment. So let me get over here to the chat and see if you guys remember that. Okay, TMR, that was what I was saying. I believe Jazz is setting this up for views and sympathy. You think so, Andrew? Well, somebody actually is riding by her house. There was proof that as she was live, somebody rolled past her house and took a picture. Jasmine can't take a picture of the front of her house when she was inside of her house on a live stream, right? Um, so, oh yeah, she blamed YouTube, but it was really Rye who broke in her house. Exactly, Jacqueline. Exactly. We found that out later on as the story went on. So, and that's all I'm saying, you guys. Hey, Jacquelinetta, I just really feel like, you know, Jasmine needs to make a decision, just like Chrissy needs to make a decision. Chrissy made that decision. Chrissy kind of pulled back from the internet as much, right? She figured out something else to do, and she doesn't post nowhere near as much as she used to, like she did when I started watching her 5 years ago. Jasmine needs to do the same thing, because in Chrissy's situation, that worked for her. When she came to the internet and did all that hooping and hollering, it was cash apping her, super chatting her. Jasmine didn't get not one damn super chat the whole 2.5 hours that she was live, right? Even the most recent incident where Chrissy came to confront Jasmine last week about the super group chat that Jasmine had, and Chrissy felt like because of Jasmine's group chat is the reason why her daughter was getting trolled. Well, the channel that put the pictures up of Chrissy's daughter, basically, Chrissy said in her live that not her, but her supporters got like basically reported that channel, and the channel couldn't go live for a week. I don't know if they've got their capabilities to put back up content. Well, not go live, couldn't put up content for a week. So I don't know if they've gotten that capability back. And that was Jasmine's ex-mod's channel, couldn't put up videos for a week. But Chrissy said her chat did that. Her chat, or her subscribers. Let me say that her subscribers did that, not her herself. But people sit in Jasmine's chat and talk about how horrible people are to her. But yet the whole time she was live, there was no really support of her, like financially. Nobody was throwing super chats and cash apps around for Jasmine. Because if you really want to know the truth, I mean, over time, although people will come to her chat and say, oh, Jasmine, those people are horrible. They need to get a life and this, that, and the other. But for the majority, y'all, people just be in there for the foolishness of Jasmine's channel, right? They just be in there for the foolishness of her channel. I don't think they're so involved like they try to portray to her when she's on the live stream. They really try, that's how Jasmine felt like her ex-mod had her back, because when Jasmine would go live, when her ex-mod was a current mod for her, that mod would really be, tussling with the people in the comments, right? So Jasmine felt like they really had her back. And then she come to find out that the person really didn't have her back, especially once the mod see that Jasmine didn't have her back, in my opinion, All right, y'all. Whew, that's my time, honey. That was a whole 2-hour conversation, but I felt like we needed to get in and have that conversation. What Jasmine's gonna do moving forward, I have no idea. I don't know what Jasmine's gonna do. Jasmine needs to figure it out more than we can. I mean, at the end of the day, she needs to think of the safety of her and her family. Coming to the internet, telling the internet what's going on doesn't stop what's going on. The only thing that can stop what's going on is if Jasmine herself takes action on what's going on. Sitting on the internet talking about how people are harassing you and you can't live your life and people are obsessed with you doesn't stop the behavior that's going on, right? So that's why she continuously the reason why Jasmine goes through what she goes through, because Jasmine's never proactive with anything. She comes to the internet and she talks about it, right? But then that's it. She doesn't do anything else. Because I personally feel like Jasmine's not as scared as she tries to profess in her conversations when she gets on the internet. She uses it as a tactic for the internet to feel sorry for her, for empathy and sympathy. But really, Jasmine afraid? She's not afraid, because the person that's afraid wouldn't have ran out their house and busted out their house like they're, filming for an episode in the movie Rambo, right? They wouldn't have just busted out the house like that. Because again, what are you coming to do? Like, sis, you had a fork or a spatula in your damn hand. What was you gonna do with that? At this point, you should have got on the phone and called the internet or called the police, not the internet, sis. All right. Oh boy. Yeah, Miss Flojo, I definitely agree with you. All right, y'all. That's my time. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Sorry about the long live. Hope you guys appreciate it. Make sure you clock out on the way out the door. TMR gonna see y'all in the next one. If I don't speak to you guys, which I probably will speak to you guys before Thanksgiving, but if something happens and I don't get a chance to get on the internet, happy Thanksgiving to you guys. Enjoy your week. All right. So, with your love. Bye.